Hello students, today I am going to start class 11's textbook Woven Words. The Peacock. This is the first chapter of your book. The Peacock. It's a poem. This poem is composed by Sujata Bhatt. So, a brief introduction of poetess. Students, Sujata Bhatt was born in 1956. She was educated in the USA and now lives in Germany. She won the Commonwealth Poetry Prize for the Asia section for her collection of poems. Sujata Bhatt won the Commonwealth Poetry Prize for the Asia section for her collection of poems. Students, Sujata Bhatt basically belongs from Gujarat. Sujata Bhatt belongs from Gujarat. Students, the Peacock poem is taken from Brunjem. Brunjem is the collection of her poetry. The Peacock poem is taken from her poetry collection Brunjem. Okay students, so now come on the poem. The Peacock. Students, you know peacock is a national bird of India. Peacock is a national bird of India. Peacock is our national bird. Okay, so his loud sharp call seems to come from nowhere. Then a flash of chalk voice in the peepal tree, the slender neck arched away from you as he descends, and as he darts away, a glimpse of the very end of his tail. Students, his is used for peacock. His is used for peacock. Loud, sharp call. Sharp means clear, call means voice. Seems to come from nowhere. Student, the poetess tells that the loud clear voice of the peacock comes from anywhere. The poetess cannot know where the voice is coming. The poetess cannot know where the voice is coming. His loud sharp call seems to come from nowhere. The poetess tells that his loud sharp call means the peacock's loud clear voice seems to come from anywhere. Anywhere means the poetess cannot know where the voice is coming. She can't know. Okay. Then a flash of chalk voice in the peepal tree. Flash means sign. In chalk voice means greenish blue color. Students, the peacock has a greenish blue color. Turquoise is a greenish blue color used for peacock's color. Turquoise word is used for peacock's color in the peepal tree. The poetess tells that then a flash of turquoise, then a sign of greenish blue color come from the peepal tree. The poetess tells that then a sign of greenish blue color, then the sign of peacock in the peepal tree comes from the peepal tree. Students, here the poetess tells about the voice of peacock and the color of peacock. Okay. Next line. The slender neck arched away from you as he descends, and as he darts away, a glimpse of a very end of his tail. The slender neck arched away from you. Students, the peacock has slender. Slender means thin. Thin. Arched means होता है curved. The peacock has thin and curved neck. Thin curved neck away from you as he descends. Here, the poetess tells that as the peacock go to down to a lower place, go to down from a peepal tree, the slender neck arced away. Here the poetess tells about the qualities of peacock. Slender neck arched away. The peacock has slender curved neck as he descends. As the peacock go to down from a tree, and as he darts away, a glimpse of the very end of his tail. And as he is used for peacock. Darts means to move something suddenly and quickly in a certain direction. Away, a glimpse of the very end of his tail. And the peacock move suddenly and quickly in a certain direction. As the peacock moved suddenly and quickly in a certain direction, a glimpse of the very end of his tail. Here the poetess tells that she looks only a disappeared shadow of peacock. He looks only the disappeared shadow of peacock. Students, in this poem, the poetess saw a glimpse of a world which according to her like a peacock. The shadow which she saw is like a word which according to her like a peacock. The shadow is like a peacock. In this poem, students, in this poem, actually she is putting a reference of India in this stanza. She is actually putting a reference of India in this stanza. She is telling how beautiful India looks through the peacock. Through the peacock, she is telling how beautiful India looks. Here she compares India to the peacock. Here she compares the beauty of India through the peacock. Students, in this stanza, the poetess used metaphor, figures of speech. She used metaphor, figures of speech. Okay, students. So, we will continue next stanza in next video. Okay.